So again, another case of mistaken identity where cops get the person wrong or they don't do their due diligence, just like yesterday about the cops that handcuffed that 11-year-old girl, mistaken identity over cops. Well, we got one right here today, right here. Cops shoot a pregnant woman to death and shocking mistaken identity tragedy. Yes, I said it, you heard it, mistaken identity. Let's get to it.
Cops fatally shoot a pregnant woman in a case of mistaken identity. Boy, this is so tough. Colorado police this time. They shot and killed a pregnant woman they believe stole from Target and dragged an officer under a minivan.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, and I said yesterday, and I said it time and time again, cops value property items more than people. It just goes to show you that. Remember when Daniel Otter said when Kevin Dave struck and ultimately killed Genevieve Condula, oh, just write a check for $11,000. She had limited value. See, it's the truth. You know, he might be joking around, but it's the truth. Yeah, cops they act like you're only worth so much. Oh, you're worth probably no more than a cup of coffee or bus fare or $11,000. Yeah, okay. Or the item that you suppose you stole from. Yeah.
Escape. They were wrong. Now the city owes her family $2 million.
Ooh.
Doesn't seem like enough.
No, it doesn't.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Colorado police officer Anthony Bonallo claimed he shot and killed Destiny Thompson in a case of mistaken identity because he believed the pregnant woman was dragging a fellow officer under her car as she was speeding away from a group of aggressive police officers who had already shattered her passenger window. But the Arvada police officer he claimed to have been protecting was standing only a few feet away from him in his line of vision, according to a video reenactment created by the Arvada Police Department, because none of the cops on the scene were wearing body cams. Are we still not wearing body cams?
Well, OSHA sure doesn't have body or dash cams.
And we're still got to piece it together with a reenactment because, oh, here's a jurisdiction that doesn't have body cams.
Yeah, imagine that.
Wow. Now the Arvada Police Department has agreed to pay Thompson's family $2 million. It's a settlement announced earlier this week, according to NBC News. Officer Bonallo's stated reason for killing Miss Thompson was because he thought another officer, Sergeant Jeff Orndorff, was being dragged under Miss Thompson's van, stated the lawsuit filed against the Arvada Police Department in 2023. Lana Blackstar with the details. But Sergeant Orndorff was standing in plain view a few feet away, safe and sound. Anyone in Officer Bonallo's position could and should have seen him. It was also obvious that no one was being dragged under Miss Thompson's minivan as it drove away from officers, probably scared, trying to save her life and that of her child. Officer Bonallo's decision to kill Miss Thompson was patently unreasonable, as shown by law enforcement's own reconstruction of the scene. At the time, Officer Bonallo shot and killed Miss Thompson. But as usual, Bonallo was cleared of any criminal charges by the district attorney, who claimed in her report that any reasonable person would have shot and killed the 27-year-old mother.
Yeah, that's how it is. You got these dumb prosecutors that stroke the ego and said the Thin Blue Line casting. Thank you, Thin Blue Line. Yeah, just like what happened to the three officers in the Manny Ellis case, found not guilty, exonerated, and get their pension, $500,000. What happened to Kevin Dave? Wasn't even prosecuted. Nope. It took 2 years for the Seattle PD to eventually fire him.
For 3, who was in her 7th month of pregnancy under the existing circumstances. However, Siddhartha Ratha, the attorney representing Thompson's family, argued that the reasonable officers were the 3 cops at the scene who did not fire their guns at the fleeing vehicle because they knew she was not a threat to them. Here's the woman who was actually accused of shoplifting from Target and threatening an employee.
This is the woman.
Switchblade. There's her mugshot.
That's her.
Look, I know they're not perfect. Things are happening fast, real time. There's noise around. There's commands being shouted. But isn't what's reasonable, what the other 75% of the officers responding to this did. They did not fire their service weapons. They did not kill this mother of three. That if you don't know what you see, what you don't, and you can't figure it out, but the rest on the scene can.
You know, it's the thing too as well. You can't go on assumptions. You can't go on a hunch or say, oh, I think, or it's like you can't say, oh, I think this is the person. Oh, or just like, oh, kind of fits the description. You can't go on a hunch. It doesn't work because if you try to do that, you go to court with that. Defense attorney would chew your ass out. They'll say objection, speculation, objection, hearsay. Or there's like, say objection, the credibility.
I don't know what I'm even trying to say, Ben. Things happen, but this seems like it didn't have to.
Yeah. It's really tough. Like you said, it's a very tough job. Things move fast.
Mm-hmm.
You want to give the benefit of the doubt to people that are, have a job to protect people, but mistaken identity, killing a pregnant woman egregiously in a way like this that was just so avoidable, and it just hurts your heart, more than any details of it. It's just,
And it's like I said, it's really disgusting. Really is disgusting. And it's a disgrace when cops value a piece of item or a piece of property a lot more than they value your life. I mean, you walk down the street, a cop will value a light pole more than they'll value a garbage can, they value more. They'll value a tree. Hell, they'll value a piece of garbage on the ground, like a coffee cup or a pebble rock, more than they value you. That's how egregious this world is when you're dealing with police in America.
People only get one life. There's no bringing her back. There's no bringing.
It's not like we have 9 lives like a cat does.
Back to a life that now won't ever be, and it just hurts your heart. And so you just hope that we can get to a place where we can train officers better. We can maybe pay them better.
Mm-hmm.
We can attract people that are of the top caliber to these jobs. Mistakes are always going to happen, but
but not to
whatever we can do as a society to reduce it to as rare as possible would serve us all really well.
To unalive people because mistaken
identity. And this is one I usually hate the more training thing, but this is one that I agree with you because there's all kinds of techniques now. Something as basic as teaching people who have severe anxiety how to reduce the anxiety in real time so they can follow through, remain safe. I don't know if it completely translates to what officers do, but they're...
I know one thing I was taught in life, like sometimes I get bad anxiety or, I really get like a panic attack. Sometimes the best thing I was taught was, sometimes just walk away from it. Walk away. People say, oh, count 10. My sin, I was always taught too, like if it gets that bad, just walk away. Take a walk. Take a walk. And you take a walk, you move away from the situation, the scene, then you got your thoughts, you start to calm down, you focus like that. It's just too bad we can't train our police officers to do that. No, it's like their method, just go for a gun and shoot to kill.
There's all kinds of
shoot them all,
like
God sort them out. That's what their mentality is.
Sharp. And outside of something like this, we wish your family the best. Again, $2 million doesn't seem like a lot to... that's all you could do in our society, right? The civil implications. $2 million, mother of 3. Now they're orphaned.
Yeah. But yeah, they had no problem with mistaken identity. Yeah. Then you got cops, they always want to practice. What do they always want to talk about? Officer safety. And we all say that is a crock of crap. Anyone's out here, my job. Peace out.